Hello everyone and welcome to another Pokemon Go video. Community Day is back and this time it's Chikorita's turn. You will have 3 times bonus XP on catches and every Bayleaf you will evolve will turn into a Meganium with an exclusive move. That move is Frenzy Plant. I'm Trinastraws and I'm here to answer the question, what is Frenzy Plant Meganium good for? Let's go. So, last time someone got Frenzy Plant was Venusaur, and it turned Venusaur into a top tier grass attacker, one of the best, maybe the best, according to some people. To me, I consider him at least top 2, tied with Executor depending on the matchup. And first, let's compare the move itself. Let's compare Frenzy Plant with Solar Beam, which was Venusaur's and Meganium's best charge move before both of the community days, and Solar Beam is one of the best grass type charge moves in the game as well, so let's see how they compare. As you can see in these images that are taken from Game Press, link in the description, you can see that in terms of DPS, Frenzy Plant takes the win, and it has a lot more advantages as well because it's a 2-bar move, meaning it's not an all or nothing move like Solar Beam. You will not have to fill up your entire bar to actually use it, and since it actually does more DPS anyway, it's a completely better move. So Frenzy Plant is the clear winner over Solar Beam, meaning that all of the Meganiums you acquire during the event will be better than the Meganiums you had before, in terms of moves at least. But having good moves doesn't mean nothing if you don't have the stats to back it up, so let's compare Meganium stats with Venusaur stats. These are also images from Game Press, and as you can see, Venusaur itself didn't have the highest attack stat of all grass types, but the move made him a lot better, and if you compare it with Meganium, Meganium has an even lower stat, meaning that since they are using the same moves in any simulation, it will not be better than Venusaur with Frenzy Plant. But how does it compare to other grass types if I were to put it in a rank? And how can I try and calculate that for you? Basically, let's see all the types grass is very effective against. You have rock types, you have ground types, you have water types, and that's basically it. So let's try and figure out a raid that is double vulnerable to grass and see how the grass types actually perform next to each other. We're not going to take into account rock and ground type raid bosses because they are also double weak to water. Let's take for example 2 raid bosses that are double weak to grass and nothing else. They are Kabutops and Omastar. They are both water and rock type. And let's try and figure out the results for Omastar. And for the simulations I'll be using Pokebattler, so again if you want to check out the website, the link is in the description. And I'll be using a criteria of time to win, meaning DPS, and I'll go with level 40 counters without weather boost, without friendship boost. So let's see how they fare out against Omastar. And as you can see by this image, this is the top 12 counters, and as you can see, Venusaur with Vine Whip Frenzy Plant is the number 1 counter with the most DPS, and Meganium can only get the number 11 spot, which is actually terrible. It's worse than Tangela, which is still not an evolved Pokemon. It's worse than Vileplume, it's worse than Breloom. It's just disappointing because Frenzy Plant is a really good moveset and it didn't help Meganium, at least not in this game. Even if you take into account tankiness, it still doesn't perform better than Venusaur, Executor or even Sceptile. So it's just a disappointment. But let's see how it fares out against Kabutops, and these are the rankings for that raid boss. And as you can see, Meganium still has the number 11 spot, still getting outperformed by Venusaur in number 1, Sceptile, Executors, Victory Bell, Shiftry, even Groudon performs better, although Groudon is not a grass type attacker. And remember, for both of the simulations I was only using the best possible moveset for each of the Pokemon, meaning that if I were to take into account every moveset, Meganium would actually be at the worst spot, and it's disappointing. So my final thoughts on this is that Frenzy Plant didn't make Meganium a good grass attacker. It's not one of the worst, but it still wasn't able to reach a top 10 spot, at least from what I can see, and it's really disappointing. But if you're a Meganium fan, you can power your Meganiums up. This game is for you to do just whatever you want. So if you want to power up Meganium, you can, especially if you have a perfect Meganium. Otherwise, just evolve some of them just to have the exclusive move. Maybe it's going to be worth to trade them later on when people don't have this legacy move. But still, if you don't manage to get a high IV Chikorita during the event, you shouldn't have to worry, because it's not going to have an impact on the meta, on the raid meta or the gym meta. At least the way the meta is right now, the way the battle system works. So if you have good Chikoritas, you can evolve them just to have the special move. If you don't be stressing out looking for some. Just enjoy the game, enjoy the triple XP boost on catches, and I know, just enjoy the event with your community, and that's basically it. If you like this video, please give me a like, subscribe to the channel for more content, comment down below on what you want to see next. I'm working on a top 5 contests for Mewtwo. I'm just waiting to check if the CPM is the same, so I can actually bring you the breakpoints as well. And until we see each other again, don't forget, go catch them all.